Okay, so I'm in my dream apartment right now. Okay, literally my dream apartment in downtown Dallas. And, I think that this is very important for me, because I'm very big on taking a preview of your dream life, going and test driving your dream car, taking a tour of your dream apartment, or going to an open house in your dream neighborhood. These are things that I'm very big on. I feel like a lot of people, they subconsciously feel like they're not worthy of the things that they desire. And I was like that for a long time too. Matter of fact, I had to kind of force myself to take this tour today because, it's kind of embarrassing when you go to places like that or like this and that, you can't necessarily afford it right now. But I know that, I have no limits on my potential. This right here, at some point in my life, this is going to be just as easy for me financially as living with my parents, staying at home in my bedroom that I grew up in. As I level up in life, things that once seemed out of my reach are going to seem much more achievable. Just like, whenever I set my goal of having 1,000 subscribers by August of 2020, I didn't think I could hit that. I did not think that I could hit that until I did. And then what? I set another goal for myself. And I just kept setting goals and I kept achieving them. And I had the goal of hitting 100,000. I haven't hit that yet, but I'm well on my way. My life is changing so fast, because I realized that I'm not only worthy of great things, but these are just the byproducts of the true reward, which is the growth, the inner growth that I had to experience and undergo in order to get to these levels where I can look from the 20th floor of this apartment and truly visualize myself living here. I can really see myself living here. This is where I'm going to live, in this exact building right here. And, right now I could probably move here with the amount of money I'm making, but I wouldn't have enough money to pay for food or literally anything else except for rent. But I know that in a few months, I'm going to be able to live here comfortably. I'll be so well off that I'll wonder how I ever doubted myself. Just like right now with me being at like 65,000 subscribers, I wonder how I ever doubted my ability to get to 1,000 subscribers. Because in hindsight, you see that you always had the potential, you always had it in you. And now what I'm realizing is that no matter what goal I set for myself, that feeling will always be there. I'm always going to be able to look back and see that I had the potential from day one, since before I started YouTube. And ever since I've realized that, my life has been changing very rapidly. And part of that is me going out and forcing myself to do things that allow me to preview my future life. Going and test driving my dream car. I've been to the Tesla dealership like 5 times to take test drives. They probably hate me over there. Okay, it's free. Why would I not go? For a while, I didn't want to go because I felt like I wasn't worthy of driving that car. And I remember the first time I drove it, I was so scared because it was such an expensive car and, I felt like I didn't belong in there. But by about the second or third time, I felt like it was my car. Like it genuinely felt like my car. And even to this day, it still feels like my car. This feels like my apartment. I may not see it yet, but I can feel it. And that's what truly matters. That's where faith comes from. Faith comes from feeling something that you cannot see. You have to be able to double down and bet on yourself and trust that you are going where you feel like you're going, not where you can see. Because me being at 65,000 subscribers, I couldn't see this. I never saw this in my head, but I felt it. And that's why I continued going. And I'm not gonna make it seem like I never doubted myself. Like I said, there were times when I felt like I wasn't worthy of even taking the preview of my dream life. But here I am. This is my first time touring this apartment. And at some point, I'm gonna move here. This is where I'm going to move. I feel it. I don't see it. I look at my bank account and I don't see it, but I feel it. I feel the abundance flowing my way. And, I always say this, man, but this is just the beginning. Like I'm just getting started. Once I move here, then we're gonna set new goals, higher goals. When I get that Tesla, we're gonna set higher goals. Then I'm gonna start looking at, Ferraris, Lamborghinis. I'm gonna start looking at condos or mansions and things like that. I'm all about elevating, leveling up in whatever way I can. And this to me is the first step in elevation. If you don't feel like you're worthy of the preview, how do you ever expect to manifest the things that you desire? Make that make sense. Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense at all. So what you have to realize is you have to let yourself feel worthy now because you are. Abundance is your birthright. The chances of you being alive, being here, watching this video, were so slim that anything else, any other miraculous accomplishment that you can conceive in your head pales in comparison. You're not supposed to be here, but you are. Okay, I'm not supposed to be here, but I am. I am. And now that I realize my worth and I realize the value and impact that I bring to this world, I realize that things like this are for me. You know, I'm meant to be living this type of lifestyle. I'm meant to receive the abundance that's entering my life right now. I'm meant to be touring these apartments. I'm meant to be living in these apartments. I'm meant to be driving those cars. I'm meant to be making that type of money because I put myself and my dreams first. I trust that gut instinct. I trust my intuition. You guys have to understand that anything that you see around you, there was a point in time when those things didn't exist. Any man-made invention at one point did not exist. Okay, imagine if you went up to somebody in 1600 and tried to explain the concept of smartphones to them. They would tell you that you're crazy. They'd probably, have you taken away. They might even kill you over something like that. But everything's impossible until somebody does it. Okay, me being 21, I'm not supposed to be in here. I'm not. But everything is impossible until it's done. Okay, and I'm going to be the one to do this. I've seen other people do it. I know I'm capable of doing whatever I can see. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And here I am right now. It's tangible. Okay, it's right here. And I'm just getting closer and closer and closer. And like I said, I'm coming to a point in my life where I recognize my worth and I recognize my value. Not even in the work that I do, not even in the words that I speak or write, but in my very existence. Okay, it is my birthright to live abundantly, and it is your birthright to live abundantly as well. Okay, you have to start taking previews of your dream life. You know what it is that you want out of life. You know deep down. But a lot of you are scared to admit it because you're afraid of failure. But you have to understand that failure doesn't exist until you stop trying. I'll stop at nothing until I can live in this apartment, until I can drive that Tesla full time, until this is mine and I have my furniture and I'm filming videos over in that room over there. I'll stop at nothing because I know that I deserve it. I deserve to be here. I'm made for this. I'm built for this. But, I just wanted to share some inspirational words with you guys. I should probably go ahead and finish this tour before they kick me out or something like that, man. This will be the filming studio right here. There's a fan. And close those doors right there. Close this. Film in any of these corners or just right there. There's also cabinets right there. What the hell? Put all of my equipment in there. This is going to be my bedroom right here. This is where I'm gonna sleep, watch TV, all of that type of stuff. Probably have the TV set up on the wall right there. Maybe the couch / bed right here. Perfect setup, perfect setup with this view. Sir, I can get used to this. I can definitely get used to this. I'm gonna have something along these lines. In this building, this is where I'm moving. Speaking it into existence right now, downtown Dallas.